panic and...
It's Madam Magistrate! She's back! I must go tell Lady Xinyi!
The Mianlung chamber is open now. You can proceed inside. Before you go, there's something important I need to tell you. Changli was right. They used the Court of Cervantes' research to trap our sentinel in its resting chamber. They used the chronosorters. Our captured artificer revealed that the Fraxidus sent a death squad to invade Mount Firmament. They had a twofold plan. First, to place the chronosorter in the Mianlung chamber while it was still operational. And second, to lure the sentinel back to Mount Firmament. Although their death squad was no match for the sentinel, by forcing its hand, the powerful resonance ability of the sentinel would clash with the energy of the chronosorter. This would ultimately cause harm to itself. What if the Fraxidus modified those chronosorters? A whole bunch of them, pushed to their limits, all working together to deliver one massive blow. But not even that was enough to take down the Sentinel. After the first hit, they set up modified flare crests in the Mianlung chamber to form a special force field along with those chronosorters. It prevented the Sentinel from replenishing energy, and eventually restricted its movement and perception.
So, we must free the Sentinel from that force field first.
It would be a task more complicated than it sounds. The people of Hongzhen have lived with the Sentinel for generations. We can usually tell if it's in good shape or not. But now, the Fraxidus want to capture the Sentinel. They won't just stop at Mount Firmament. Madam Magistrate, I'm sure you didn't come here just for the Sentinel. Please tell us what you know, Madam Magistrate.
Yes. I will tell you everything.
So the Sentinel is actually injured. And it's been getting worse. The Fraxidus attacked while it hasn't healed yet. Their plans are devious as always. Madam Magistrate, you've already laid out this plan so far. It's always a challenge to decipher the Sentinel's intentions. But there were many theories about it in City Hall at the time. I couldn't fathom why it went through such great lengths to retrieve you from Mount Firmament and raise you within our walls. But now that I reflect on it, perhaps the Sentinel saw in you the potential to one day restore the temporal program and ensure the survival of Jinzhou's inhabitants. I just never thought you'd be willing to follow through with that prophecy.
It was here on this very mountain that I first encountered the Sentinel. Back then, I was too young to remember anything. Even the image of Mount Firmament has slipped from my mind. But this time, as soon as I stood at the base of Mount Firmament, I felt a wave of recognition wash over me. Memories long buried resurfaced with sudden clarity. Lady Xingyi, I was born with my life, my everything connected to our Sentinel. But my duty as its appointed resonator is not the only reason for my decision. I'm following the heart of my younger self before I became Jinxi. The girl who used to laugh with pure joy as she felt the snow from Mount Firmament on her face. I am a seed born on Mount Firmament, carried by the wind to every corner of Jinzhou. But now, I've returned to my place of origin. It's time for me to take root and grow into something greater.
No matter what happens or what choices you make, please remember, the people of Hongzhen will always have your back. Mount Firmament has been stagnant for eternity. Perhaps a sudden crack of lightning is what we need to break through the fog of uncertainty that has lingered over us for far too long. Once you pass through Hongzhen, keep your eyes open for a cave on the northern cliff. That will lead you to a shortcut towards Mianlun Chamber. The place is directly under Mount Firmament's iconic loon-shaped cliff. I wish you two the best of luck.
Jinxi, so far, everything we know about the Sentinel is still just speculation.
You're right. But my weakening resonance ability and my connection to the Sentinel leave me no choice but to explore these theories. Whether it's fact or fiction, truth or a lie, I have to confront the Sentinel and see for myself.
Winds of the wild!
The Miang Loong chamber should be deep in the cave. Let's go.
You get first dibs.
I thought coward play.
Is that all? The fight's on! I smell fear. Pretty good haul.
Together we vanish. Who's the caged bird now?
What significance will you grant them? Will the approaching sounds be...
First dibs. here! In my previous match, I slipped and left an opening, but my opponent failed to notice. He gradually lost his advantage. And here, he started to panic until... I knocked him down with a single blow. La da da, la da do, do do do. Ooh. Prey secured.
This must be the Mianlong chamber. We should now help the Sentinel break free from the Flare Crest's binds. Chronos orders nearby may have frozen this body of water in time. Or it could have been caused by the temporal disruptions here. Either way, we can use it to our advantage. We can walk over the water now. We are too far away to see what's going on inside. Let's go. I still need more information to determine what we should do next.
You're here.
I hear cowering prey.
Face me, coward! With me!
Together we beckon the divine flame. What significance will you grant them?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? I can feel the Sentinel's presence inside, but it's not responding. The flare crest. The Sentinel is telling us we need to find the 3 flare stones corresponding to the flare crest. Then we will be able to lift the confinement set by the Fraxidus.
But I'm not seeing any flare stones. Or any kind of entrance to another chamber.
There seems to be something underwater. Let's start with the chrono sorter here.
The water level has dropped. It's the flare stone. On that rock.
Let's go retrieve it.
Done.
2 more to go. Let's look for them nearby.
I hear cower.
Begin. We need to find a way to destroy the spikes with the corroder's help. Same as last time. Let's locate the photon vault first.
No rush. The impatient ones will fall right into our lap.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Into the spotlight! I'll end you! Triumph at the speartip! Break darkness!
I hear cowering prey.
Where is rejoicing? Witness blossoms in wind. Together we vanish. Reveal applause for me! Annihilation. Songs of old. Together we lackluster. With me, to victory! Please, Bill! Symphony of life. We wither together. Once, tacit discords terrorized the land.
The region of Jinzhou was under siege. A mother and her newborn child were hiding in ruins, trying to avoid the deadly creatures. They weren't safe for long, as the tacit discord found them. The mother sacrificed herself to protect her child. But with her gone, it was difficult for the newborn to survive. In a couple of minutes, its loud cries gradually died out. Fortunately, the newborn's cries echoed through the forest, with a unique resonance that reached the ears of the mighty Sentinel. With a burst of energy, our Sentinel dispelled the surrounding evils. But sadly, it was too late. That night, Mount Firmament shook with the roars of a lung, and dark clouds gathered. The Sentinel returned with a dead infant in its embrace. As if by magic, somber clouds parted, and shooting stars lit up the sky. With Mount Firmament's unique flow of time, the Sentinel brought the deceased infant back to life. The resurrected infant became known as the
Sentinel's appointed resonator, and went on to become the magistrate of Jinzhou. Yes, it's me. I've lived in Jinzhou my whole life, and never ventured into Hongjian. Yet even I know of the legend. To me, Jue is more than just our sentinel, or a revered divine being. It raised me and saved me from certain death. I've been thinking about it on our way here. If the Sentinel predicted our fight, why would it even bother saving me in the first place? Now I understand why. Because I am the Sentinel's resonator. I may not have any extraordinary abilities, but I do possess the temporal program that it accidentally lost. If Jinju ever faces a similar time crisis, I might be the only one who can set things right. In our Sentinel's prediction, the battle between us is supposed to happen in the distant future. It had been waiting for an opportunity, a right moment to tell me the truth. That's why it didn't explain. Now may not be the opportunity the Sentinel has been waiting for, but my body cannot hold up much longer. I have to go and face it while I still can. To learn about the truth, or complete our destined battle. Give up my duty? I never thought about it. To be honest, I did doubt myself many times. It was the endless kindness of you, Cheng Li, Xing Yi, and everyone in Jinzhou that gave me the courage to push on. Even Jue's decision to bring me back to life, whether out of pity or not, I am truly grateful. The thought of it warms my heart every time. Jinzhou holds everything that's dear to me. Even without the title of magistrate, I could never leave Jinzhou behind. I'm okay. The pain I'm feeling is nothing compared to those trapped in the temporal disruptions. I must find the Sentinel as soon as possible. We draw from the same source of power. Saving it means saving myself. If there is truly no other option in the end, then I will have to fight it. I refuse to back down. I will fight. To protect the Sentinel and to defend Jinzhou. One life may be lost, but many will be saved. If it means keeping everyone safe, then I have no regrets giving my own life. But let me make one thing clear. I am not planning on dying yet. I am here to fight for a chance at survival, no matter how slim that chance may be. We're not in a situation where death is our only option, are we? Thank you for placing your trust in me. Come to think of it, many good things have happened to me since you arrived in Jinzhou. Thank you, Rover. My teacher Cheng Li told me it's up to both of us to solve the crisis at Mount Firmament. As I know you have a special connection with our Sentinel, I need your support in this decision. But don't worry, I'm prepared. This isn't about succumbing to destiny. It's about embracing it fully. I am grateful to have you by my side through it all.
The remaining photon vault is hidden behind the fissured ledge.
Fissured ledge. If only there was a tacitite fulminate. Let's look around. Are we there yet? Are we there? Prelude to arrival. Are we there?
I shall have no one tarnishing Victory's honor.
one last flare stone to go.
Winds of the wild! I hear cowering I'll end you!
Life or death, no alternative.
Together we vanish.
The soul never emptied.
Be reduced to cinders. Reveal yourself.
Music to my ears. we can get that Flare Stone.
I hear cowering prey.
The soul never empty.
Together we vanish.
All set. The Sentinel should be able to break free now.
Yes, I believe so. Let's head back to the Sentinel's place.
Jinshi, it has been quite some time. And greetings, Lady Arbiter. Or should one address you as Rover now? One cannot discern the cause of your arrival. Yet its significance heralds Jinzhou's fateful juncture. Shall a child who has lost their memories take up arms and fight for their fate? Or shall they retreat to their cradle and slumber? The seed of the future shall be sown in this very moment. Once the situation settles, an explanation shall be provided. For now, one must implore you to simply engage, decide, and observe. Jinshi, your journey has been an arduous one. Aside from aiding one in this predicament, surely there are other inquiries you wish to make.
I cannot bring myself to ask for more. All I seek is the truth. Mount Firmament is in grave danger. Regarding the temporal mandate and your injuries, please do not keep the truth from me any longer.
One understands your concerns. The timing may not be optimal for this disclosure, yet in the midst of crisis, one must act with expedience. For one will soon perish. One such as this, of immortal nature, is designed to endure for all time. Yet one suffered severe harm in ancient times, and now relies on the Myanlong Chamber for survival. This is not the optimal solution. For a long time, one has had to use this chamber to replenish energy, hoping to delay the inevitable doom. Yet fate cannot be defied. The Fraxidus have conspired against this one. Now, the injury only worsens. The Myanlong Chamber can no longer prolong one's life. Jinzhou. The city of Jinzhou will be no more. Ever since one descended upon Mount Firmament, using the power of temporal mandate to repel tacit discords, time has been in disarray within this location. The fate of Jinzhou was sealed from that moment on. Over the past millennia, one has defied the laws of nature and sustained Jinzhou at the cost of one's own life force. Otherwise, the temporal disruption would wreak havoc not only on Mount Firmament, but on the entire region of Jinzhou. If this were to happen, all life will be engulfed in a chaotic storm of twisted time flow. Jinzhou shall forever remain frozen in time. The past and the future melt into one, rendering life indistinguishable from death. The ceremonial rituals and endless battles persist, intertwining joy and sorrow into an eternal blur. All inhabitants of Jinzhou shall endure this perpetual fate until time itself ceases to exist. It is this one's own doing, and one must put an end to it. In the coming days, one will exert every ounce of strength to freeze the time in Jinzhou at the cost of one's remaining life. In that moment, Jinzhou will fall into stillness, but not perish. In the distant future, the people of Huanglong may discover a method to rescue Jinzhou.
Is there truly nothing else we can do?
This is not the optimal solution, but it suffices as an option.
Please, forgive me, but I cannot do as you say. A decade, a century. What if nobody comes up with a solution? By that time, the world will have turned its back on this forgotten city. And who would be willing to spend precious resources rescuing a small city in a far-off corner of the world? Jinzhou's fate deserves better than an uncertain future.
Whilst one may not live to witness the future, one can still envision endless possibilities yet to come. In my deduction, this method proves to be the most effective and stable. Magistrate Jinji, as you express doubts, pray tell, how do you propose to solve this issue? The flow of time upon Mount Firmament is in disarray, and it can only be contained through one's utmost effort. If one does not freeze the time now, the situation in Jinzhou shall surely worsen 100-fold, or even 1,000-fold, after one's passing.
You once predicted a destined battle between us. Is it true?
Correct.
I was lost at first, struggling to grasp the prophecy's meaning. Only when I learned of your actions alongside the court of Savante did it all become clear. By clashing two resonating powers, a second resonance awakening can be induced. Through this, I am able to push my resonance ability beyond its limits and invoke the temporal mandate to restore the flow of time. Though I will be forced to raise my blade against you.
Ridiculous! If you clash with my resonance power, even the smallest mistake will result in overclocking and leave you nothing but an empty husk. You are well aware of its excruciating effects. The pain you feel now is but a faint scratch in comparison to its true torment. Moreover, you will be trapped within the fissures of time itself. Your being will be relentlessly shredded and mended day after day, denied any respite for eternity.
But I can restore the errors in the flow of time. Isn't that why you saved me all those years ago? I'm just doing what you've been doing all along. Going against fate to keep Jinzhou safe.
Jinshi, You are given one last opportunity. Let me freeze the time, and I can ensure your safety. You're only here to witness before the right time arrives. But you are not compelled to remain idle. Should you intervene, we may augment Jinshi's odds of survival by a fraction. Command me to transfer my temporal mandate access to Jinshi at the right moment. The moment of her resonance ability's depletion, when she is teetering on the brink of overclocking and near death. Then we may still save her life. Miss that moment by even the slightest margin, and Jinshi's fate will be sealed.
I should have died a long time ago. But I was lucky enough to be saved by you, allowing me the chance to see the glittering lights of Jinzhou for myself. You rewinded time to save me. I am responsible. Jinzhou is my home. If it's ever in danger, I will do everything in my power to protect what I hold dear. Even at the cost of my own life.
Such a valiant speech. Do you know the weight of this decision?
I understand your concerns. I will reach my second awakening with our destined confrontation, and restore the time flow. Are you willing to bet on me?
Restore the time flow. Pray, from where does this confidence arise? You are my resonator, but your strength is only a fraction of mine. There is little chance for you to retreat unscathed.
But I can at least win some hope for our people. Even if it costs me my soul, my everything. I cannot die without trying. I may only bear your power for a fleeting moment. It's all I need to secure a better future for Jinzhou, defying all of your predictions, and I can keep you safe. If there is anyone who can face you in a fight, that person has to be your resonator. I will be your final winning move in this game.
Are you truly ready to challenge a being worshipped by your kind? Will you not regret it when you meet your bitter demise?
I will not regret it, no matter what.
Very well, Magistrate of Jinzhou. Come to the summit. Demonstrate your prowess. Show me how you shall be my triumphant ace. One is curious about your choice this time. Wherever the tides may take us, you will bear witness to our...
Government must be guided by virtue. Chi, do you keep this in mind?
Yes. Virtue must come first. Politics, commerce, it all must serve the people.
From now on, you shall be known as Jinshi, bearing Jinzhou's name as your own. What do you think of this world?
Like... here. Darkness clings. The lights flicker in the gloom.
A guiding light, true.
That's why they stand out so brightly against the darkness.
This entrance leads to one's Sonoro sphere. Magistrate Jinshi, one shall await you there. Rover, this battle is related to the fate of Jinzhou, and only you can open this Sonoro sphere. The key to Jinzhou's future lies in your hands.
If I open it, Jinshi is bound to face you in the ultimate battle. The ideal outcome would be for her to absorb your power at the critical moment and restore the time flow without any loss of life. But there's a chance that she could push herself too far and end up dying from overclocking. Though, if I do nothing, you'll use your remaining power to freeze all of Jinzhou in time.
Correct. Now, please let us know your choice.
Rover. I have been preparing for this moment. Leaving Jinzhou behind fills me with regret. Knowing I may never again bask in its glorious sunshine, or witness the purity of its snowflakes. But that's why I'm here. To ensure that others can still experience the wonders of nature. Our city has a rich history, with generations witnessing endless sunrises and sunsets at the border. Our people have sacrificed their blood and tears to protect Huanglang's safety. They deserve a bright future. I want to protect Jinzhou in my own way. As Jinshi, as a citizen of Jinzhou, and as Jinzhou's magistrate. Let's begin.